Right, hello YouTube. Today I'll be showing you how to create your own intro in Cinema 4D. So when you get it, it'll be in the description, a free version. Then just register for the demo, which is free. No credit card details needed, and yeah. So when you load it up, you're going to install it off this website called CNET Downloader or something like that. And then when you load it up, it comes up to this screen asking to register, and you just register on the actual program. It's not a website. Then it sends you an activation key with the email you put in. Then down here it says enter activation code, but I've already done it. And then just put in the activation code, and you've unlocked about 43-day trial. And then you come up to this screen when you've unlocked it. Now start off by holding down this cube, go into plane. And then on the width down here, change that to about 5 nines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just a bunch of nines. And then do the same on this side. Just hold down 9 for a couple of seconds. And that basically creates the floor. Then hold Alt and then move your mouse around and turn it so the arrow is facing up. Just like that, so you're looking that way, so you can just see the arrow pointing up. Now you're going to go to this squiggly line. You're going to go to text, and there you go. Now you're going to hold down this green cube and go to new NURBS. Get this text and drag it into that NURBS thing up here, and that creates it 3D. Now you're going to go to click text, then you're going to go to font, and you can change the font and size. I'll change this to console plus, whatever that is, bold, okay, and it changes the font, as you can see. Now I'll go to this. Once you've done that, don't edit anything else, just go to click the enrolled NURBS, whatever it is, change where it says movement from 20% to 80%, then go to caps, where it says start, change that to fillet cap, then do the other one, the end fillet cap. Now make sure that's clicked and highlighted orange, Control and C to copy, and then Control and V to paste. Now you're already highlighted over the pasted one, so go to Object, change it from 80 to 40 on the copied one. So this is the original one where it has text and plain under it, that's 80, and the copied one you just made is on 40 now. Now you've done that, if you just click here, so you like this, if there's a little button up here, you have to hold that and move your mouse around while you're holding it still. If I go around, you can see it's all 3D, which is pretty cool. As you can see, there's a little bit left under there, so you can just click that, move it up, but that's going to create 2. So you can still leave it under there, like that. Now, when that is done, you've got the text there, you can start adding colour and stuff to it. But before, you're going to go over to the copied one first, where you made the copied one, where you made it 40 centimeters. Go to the radius, change from 5 to 10 on both, and there's radius there as well, 5 to 10. Now if we click it again, that's made it bolder and more, and it's added a second thing in it. But if we turn it, you can see it's all out of place. It's got random lines and stuff. So click highlight the bigger bit on the left, the big bit. Now get the blue arrow and move it into the center, like that. Move it to center the big bit. Now if we go around, as you can see, now you want to change the text, so go to this text here, click text, and change that to whatever you want. I'll name it YouTube. Then click that text up here and change that to YouTube. And there you go. So it's named as YouTube, and that looks pretty neat now. And if this is our intro so far, that nothing special, nothing good about that. So I'm just gonna lower the plane a tiny bit so you can just see. Don't make it so you can see all the grey grids. Make it so you can just see that. So the lower you possibly can. And now you got that. Now I don't know if you can see, but if I zoom out, where it's with YouTube, I've got the light. It's got black here, light, quite long bit of light, and black here on the right hand side. That's the camera. So if you just click the this button up here, we have three little video, like cinema little clip things, film clips. Click the white one next to the blue cube, and then go to output. And now click this where it says present, and it says whatever your thing is. Click that. Go hover over screen. Then go to 1280 to 1024. Now change the height to 720. And then just click close. As you can see, it's gotten smaller. Now if you zoom out, that's what we're going to be using. You can play around with that, but that's what most people have. That's just the reasonable size. You can zoom out, because you don't have to have your intro that close to the screen. And there you go, we've got a lot of space to work from. Now it's adding colour, so click, you can minimise these if you really want, if you want to make it look cleaner. But if you click this one, here, that's the front. That's as you've got two bits of text now, which means you can add two different colours, one at the front, one at the back. So you can see that's the front bit, and that's the back bit. See, it highlights it. So that's the front. This is what be showing the most. So if I swivel it back around again, and double click in this area at the bottom where there's nothing in it. Double click the ball thing. Go to reflection. Make that brightness 20%. Actually, we'll make it 40%. Actually, to make that 40%, go to color. This is what be the color of your thing, so I'll make it red. Then you just click close, and then you have to get that material, hold it, and drag it on to which one you want. So that'd be the back, that'd be the front. So I just hover over that on my mouse and just let go, and there you go. So if I just play it, as you can see, it's YouTube in that. And then when you actually play it and do all the frames, you'll see a tiny little reflection glow on the floor. Now just click once to let go of it. Now we want to add the back, so double click again, double click that, go on to reflection, make it 40%. And this time I'll make the colour pink, a pinky kind of colour. Oh, don't do that on reflection, that's bad. Make that white. Put that back to default. Go to colour, make sure you're on colour, and then I'll make it a purple. So make it a purple, and then drag the purple onto the other one, enchant new one. So you can see that it's kind of a luminous-y kind of cool colour. Now we got to add the light in. So hover over this one here, go to light. See, it's dark, and you can make it lighter. This is just gonna be our light now. You don't actually see the light, you just see the effect from the light on the actual thing. So this light's gonna go round about over the Y, and then just a bit in front of the Y. Actually a bit just above the Y, about here. Now if I go to lens, hover over glow, and then high 8, that's a blue kind of light. Now if I click play, see, that's kind of a cool effect. So as it's there, we obviously want it to move over a bit, because that's not a really good place. So if I move it over, and then click play, you can see, it's pretty cool there. That'll do it. So our intro, this is what it looks like so far. I'll play it. That's the layout. Now I'm going to add another light, this one's going to be a shadow, so you can see a shadow behind YouTube, so it creates a shadow behind it. So go to light, and then lift it up a bit, add it round about here, so it lights up a bit. And then instead of going to lens, go to shadow, and then click that shadow, go to shadow maps, soft, and then if I play it, it doesn't do anything. That's why you need to lift it up. So if I click it, click back that light, and lift the green one up, about there, and then play it, you should see a shadow. And there you go, there's a shadow, and you can play around with that, whatever shadow you want. So if I take that down a bit, and move it over a bit, we'll see how good that looks. And look, there's a shadow of the YouTube. So that's all out. Now we want to make it move, like I did on my intro, if you've seen it. So people like move it across the screen, like move the camera so it shows all around it and stuff. Now let's add that bit. So you want to go down here. First of all, hold that the arrow bit down there. Go to camera. That's our camera bit there. That's what the camera shows between the radius of what we made the camera light with the black bit. Go to camera, scene camera, camera. Now we create the camera, which is up here. Now we're gonna move this bit. We're gonna first of all we need to go to the starting bit of what we want to start the intro on, like where it comes into it. So let me do that now. I want my intro to come in from here, so I could like lift it up like that. You might want to do different, it's up to you, but so I'm gonna go doing it across the screen like that. And then it's gonna zoom out and it's gonna show the light. So first of all, when you get into the starting position, get the little green bit down here. First of all, where it says 90 frames, change it to 500 as we get 500 frames to work with. Now get the green bit, put that to 60, which is 2 seconds. Then press the left button of the red thing. You get little 3 red buttons. Click the left one. That's our keyframe. That sticks to that frame. Then press the middle one, so you get a red box around it. That means it's recording. But don't worry, it renders it so it's not recording now. It's only when you move it. And then you should get it. It will do exactly what you want it to do. When you move it, it'll just render it and it'll go all nice and smoothly. It won't like feel jagged how you move it, because you move it bit by bit. It'll be all like, it'll render it out and work perfectly, and I'll show you that. So I want to move it where you want to move it to next, like here, and then I click off of that, and then go here, move it to 120, another 60, and press that again, and then move it more, and then press it again, then 120 goes to 180, which is another 60, then press it. Now I can zoom out here, press it again, and then 180, then go to the next 60, which is around here somewhere. There is 140. Then press that again, and then you can just kind of show it whatever you want, where you want it to go to next. I'll do that laying down a bit, and then you just keep on doing this. So if I go back to the beginning and play it, oh, wait, I didn't add a keyframe there. So this is what we've got so far. At the start it didn't move because I forgot to add a keyframe. But just do what I did there. So if you didn't get that bit at the start, I'll do it again. Put the green bit, make sure you pause that can cause a lot of problems. Get the green bit, put that to 60, which is our keyframe, it starts there. Press the little left one, then press the middle one, and then go from there. Now, when you have that, if I just play that now, we go from where we've gone. It shows YouTube, zooms back, there we go. But remember, on the actual intro, it'll be showing as that, and it have that little blue light, the high 8 effect. Now, when you've done whatever you want and all the movements you want, then you're going to click the little white tapes up there. Click that. Go to output, and then you're going to go on frames. Make that from 0 to 500, as you had 500 frames. That's to be on the safe side. But if you had more, whatever you put that bit down there, change that to where it says from. Put that 0 and 2. Put it as whatever you put down here. I put this 500 frames. Put whatever that is. Then go to save. Now this is the most important bit. Go into format. Now if you have the demo like I do, it'll come up with these. Don't save it as a JPEG or Photoshop, whatever you've seen before. Do AVI movie. And if you don't have that, which you should do, then click QuickTime Movie. It'll work exactly the same. But I only have AVI Movie at the moment because that's my operating system, what I'm running on. And then when you've done that, go to the little browsing button, and then I'll save it to my documents. Just name it intro, whatever you want. I'll call it intro from YouTube. Make sure it's all files. Click save. And now, when you've done that, that's pretty much done. Yeah. First of all, when you go on to save, go on to options, and if you did AVI movie, make sure it's full frames compressed. And now click back. Now you probably looked already and noticed that it hasn't saved. That's because we need to do the next part. Click the middle button, and it starts to render it. Now it's going to go through 500 frames of rendering, and then when it renders, your video will be done. And if it says can't write file when it renders, then just try a different. If it doesn't work on a QuickTime Movie, try AVI Movie. If it doesn't work on that, just try all the other video formats. But make sure you don't pick a picture. And yeah. So if we go to my documents now, we won't be able to play it. We will be able to play it, but won't do much. It's creating it now, an AVI file, the movie for intro for YouTube. And when that renders, you'll be able to watch your intro of what we made, and you can make whatever thing. Now, to add music over it while it renders, to add music, I'm going to go to a thing I made earlier while that renders down there. I made intro earlier, YouTube intro. So if we load that up, I opened it in Windows Movie Maker. This is what we've got so far. No music. It's like actually that laggy on thing, but because the Cinema 4D demo is not good quality, it's only 230p, which is not even nothing from HD. So bad quality. So when you open it in Windows Movie Maker, the AVI file, click the bit up here, go to Save Movie, High Definition, 180p. But before you do that, or whatever you want, which one ever like definition, but I prefer High Definition 180p as it's not blurry, and the high 8 effect looks even better than before. To add music, go to here, go to add music to current point. Make sure you do current point, because when you put the movie after it, when you drag the movie you want or the video you want after this the intro, you drag all these little bits before. yeah. So you drag to current bit. Make sure this is only one, because I've edited it and stuff like that. It's only the thing at the moment. You can edit it down here, but I've edited it and made it work. Click add music to current point, and that'll make it just do the intro on the one square you're highlighted. But if you want it on the whole video, you can just click add music and it adds it over the whole video, and it replays again when it's finished. And then you can just upload it to YouTube there if you want. But when you go to here and then click save movie as whatever one you want, I'd say 180p because that's high definition. It's going to save the movie all over again. That'll take it won't take too long, and that creates a new thing here. And if you double click that, you don't have to open it in Windows Live Movie Maker. And this is the video it came out in after I saved it in high definition. And it's not laggy or anything anymore. And I've added music, as you can hear, the dubstep kind of music. So yeah, that was my intro I made earlier. We'll play that again so you can hear the music to prove it. It might not be. Right, I'll play it one more time because the sound won't work. You might see this intro a lot, or it might have changed because I might be making better intros. But remember, this is the first one I made. This is the first intro I made, and there you go. So that's pretty much how to make an intro. So if we go back to Cinema 4D, it so far is rendered 115 frames. Yeah. So that's rendering. That's basically creating the thing. Also, when you're going, I want to give you a tip. When you click this one up here and you go to format, how many frames from and to, what I told you earlier. Make sure that's on pause. Make sure it has the little play button there and it's not on play. It's not already playing because that would muck it all up. Just make sure it's like mine, just the little two pluses and it's nothing's playing and it's from like the keyframe, which is 60. But make sure, just make sure it's from the starting bit. So we just watch this render now for a little bit. So yeah, it's pretty simple once you know how. If I go to intro for YouTube now, we'll see what it's done so far. You can't watch it at the moment. But when it's done and you can watch it, it'll look pretty good. So yeah, I'm not gonna let you sit here and watch it render because that'll take too long. But when it renders, just open it and save it in high definition on Windows Movie Maker, and that'll create a new movie, and you can have music over it before you save. So yeah, I hope it helps. If you need any help whatsoever, I'm always here. Just message me, comment. If you liked it and it helped, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video.